Okay, so this is gonna be our new travel trailer, tent trailer build. And this is our 6-foot 4-inch wide by 10 feet long Echo trailer with 15-inch wheels. And we did take the rear gate off of it due to weight and drag and the fact that it's kind of short for rolling the big bikes up on. We stained the top, not for color but for protection, and we did, let's see if I can get over here and show the underside. We did a undercoat of like bed spray on liner all the way under. And now we're going to start mocking up the rack that's going to hold the rooftop tent. Okay, so we're mocking the rack up and getting these fancy brackets on. Down here we've got some U-bolts just holding it on for now. We may put some bolts in there. Okay, so we're back in the garage now, working on the tent trailering setup. This is the tent right here, and it's flipped upside down right now so that we can take measurements of where we want our crossbars to go to hold it. So this is the rack. It has been somewhat painted. Once we get the top bars installed, we will do another coat. These are the brackets we have. Where are they from?
Oregon.
Okay. And these were specifically made to build a system like this. As you can see, I have stamped the pieces so that we know which pieces go together, because you would think that you could just drill holes and that everything would line up, but it doesn't. So got to keep using the same piece. Right now we have it affixed to the trailer with these U-bolts, and right now we are going to be drilling through everything to put a solid bolt in each one. We also got some stabilizers mounted on the trailer, and tomorrow morning we will be taking it down to the welder to have our crossbar pieces. I'll take some video of us mocking that up later. So here we are mocking up the bottom mount system. And so the way this tent works is there's these rails that the screws go into. Yes, the screws aren't long enough, but that's all we had for the mock-up. So this is the one side that we're starting with here. This rail right here is going to be supporting most of the weight of the tent when it's folded open. So, oh, we took the bar off the top. Okay, well, there was a bar up there. Don't know what happened to it. So it's on the ground over here. So now we're trying to get the spacing for the bars, and then we're going to have 6 attachment points just like this. One over there, and then 2 at the back, 2 bars, and then we'll have 1 or 2 other bars in the middle. Okay, so here's the mock-up of the top portion of the rack. No, the pieces aren't exactly where they're gonna go because we can't drive over like that. So we've got them marked, and first thing in the morning we'll get these welded on, and then we also have a removable winch mount that we made so that we can winch the bikes up on the trailer, and we're going to be putting them in backwards because that's how they have to fit underneath this thing. So the next thing will be to get this back and get all of these painted, and then I need to put the expanded metal on our motorcycle ramp, which is right there in the background, and then we can do a test drive up of the motorcycles to see where they're going to sit, and then we will mount the pit bull system. Okay, so we're back from the welder, and this is what we've got done. All these bars are now welded on. There's nothing on this side yet because we want to get the tent on here and see what else we might need. So we've got this big rectangle bar in the front. This will hold most of the weight when the tent is open. That's why we went rectangle. Now we are going to put some plastic cloth down and paint all the bare metal. We've got paint on here now, and we are going to take it outside so the paint can dry. So for the next few days we will basically just be watching the paint dry. Now we are getting the bikes up on the trailer. This is the ramp that we modified to replace the rear gate that was on here that was super big and heavy and caused a lot of wind drag. So right now we're getting ready to mount this pit bull system. So we've got the bike where we think we want it, and now we just have to drill holes in the plate and hope it's in the right spot. Oh, and here's the winch. So that worked like a charm. We just hooked the winch up to this bar and pulled it right on up. Okay, so we're back. It's many hours later because when you mount these pit bull things, this thing right here, it has to be perfectly flat. And of course, all of the wood is not perfectly flat. So we had to make grooves. This is just a test fit. We will fix this up, but we needed to get both of them mounted, which means we needed to get one bike mounted. So now we are going to go ahead and pull that down. Pull the winch down and hook it up. The ramp is crooked. I don't know if that matters. So this is how we hook it up. Where do you want to go at? Well, wherever it needs to be, but I was gonna have you hook it up. We're just using these straps right now. I think we're gonna get a better single strap system. It's stronger, but this seems to work for what we have. Okay, and I gotta turn this off because I can't film and do the winch at the same time. Okay, here's the first test drive of the bikes hooked up on the trailer with the pit bull system. Adam's gonna make a run out, make sure everything is good before we mount the tent. All right, go ahead. Here it is coming out. We did all the building inside because it's kind of hot right now. So now we're going to pull it out into the driveway so that we can see what the annex is like, because we have not got a chance to zip it on and see how it goes. Here we go. This is how you open it. And we're doing it in a little bit of wind, which isn't that big of a deal. Okay, now we're gonna put all the little poles up that hold the rainfly up and figure out how to zip up this annex. It goes under here. So we've got some poles under here that we gotta fold out, and there we go. Okay, so here's a little video on putting the rain fly up. There's these little notches on the side of the tent that the rods go into, and then on this side there's a little hole right there that goes into the frame through the little cover grommet. Okay, and the bar system. I'll let Adam do everything. I can help with Velcro. Oh, you gotta undo the middle one too. Okay. Alrighty then. And now I'm gonna go up inside and open all the windows and vents. Oh, I think they're already open. Oh, never mind. They're open. Okay. So we've got this thing all set up. The only thing we don't have is, because we're on a concrete driveway, we don't have the bottom of the tent staked down, so it kind of looks funny. That rubber piece down here is like a water skirt. It's supposed to go like that so the water runs off of it. This has 3 big guidelines that go out. Pretty cool. And right now we have the front door rolled up just to kind of let everything air out a little bit. Rain fly up there. You need to tighten up the rain fly a little bit. That's okay, we're just setting it up so everything can air out. So here's the front door. You can open either side and just have it like be a little slit. These windows zip up. I have them open for air. This back one right here zips like a pass-through. I'm actually gonna just kind of keep this open. What's cool is you can kind of zip this up part way, let fresh air in, but still keep it high enough to kind of have privacy for changing. Okay, so this is the annex. It's zipped in. There's another zipper right here. so that you can put the annex on and then zip it together. Now we're gonna go up the ladder. The ladder has different lengths on it. I'm gonna take my shoes off so I don't get it all dirty inside. So all of the openings on this tent have a mesh zipper and a solid zipper. So every window on this is a pass-through. You can completely open it up to the sky. This is really hard to do by myself. Okay, really hard to do by myself. So there's these little bungees in here. I'm gonna go in and undo all the little bungees. They just kind of keeps the material taut. And I'm gonna get the door open and then I'll show you guys what it looks like in here. Okay, so I'm back in the tent. I'm looking out the back window. Got a little mesh pocket up here. It's got a Velcro on it so you can kind of move it wherever you want. So this is a bug-proof screen, but it also kind of blocks the sun a little bit. And like I said, all of these open up to the outside world. So if you don't have bugs and you don't want to block any of the light or a little bit of the wind, do that. So this is right outside the door here, well, the window, which is also a door. And we are going to head to Home Depot right now and grab some plywood. And then next week when we go to Prescott, we will get some more steel or aluminum bars. I'm going to make a patio out here so that we can put a box of clothes or whatever we might need in the tent while we're up in here. And I'm also going to be able to have a potty out here so that I don't have to climb down the ladder to pee in the middle of the night. Okay, so there's another window there. That's the front door with the ladder. I did not zip it up, but I did put the flap up in its little position. There's two different little catches on here. It's got little hooks. You can roll the flies up. And then this window right here. It's got some little breather ports up here for exhaust. It's also got these little lines here for hanging stuff if you want. Just kind of keeps it taut. Yeah, this thing is very well made. It's not a 5-second job to open. It's more like maybe 3 to 5 minutes. I think it'll be faster once we figure out the system. So there you go. Oh, and then the foam mattress comes with a pretty decently thick foam mattress. It's got a cover on it that's, you know, waterproof and all that. I just put a sheet on here so it's a little more comfortable to lay on. It's pretty big in here too. I'm gonna lay down, and it's got a lot of head height. I can sit. I'm quite short, but I am fully up on my knees right now, and my head does not touch this top bar. Okay, here we are on our first test site. We're going to unload the bikes, and then we are going to put the trailer into position where we want it. So here's a little walk around, how we travel. Drive up was pretty good. It was mostly uphill. Truck did good, bikes did good, tent did good. So there's a little walk around. Okay, we got camp set up. So here's a walk around. It's a little breezy today. We're expecting it to be a little more breezy tomorrow. So I'll try to get some video of how this thing does in the wind. Here's the roof part. That's my little patio for nighttime use. Here's our little patio we're hanging out on right now after we got everything unloaded. And I'll take it up here. Lots of pine cones I'm stepping on. Alright.
Noisy pine cones.
Yep. Alright, let's back up and get like a... Trying not to fall over here. So, that's pretty much it. Here's the front. I can take you inside and show you what's inside the annex as of right now. So we found this 2x4 on the ground, and so I thought it would be a good shelf to have for when we're eating, and I got my drink there right now. So this is the annex. I've got it all opened up right now. This is like a pass-through, which is kind of cool because I can just jump down into the thing from the trailer. Got my porta potty, gear bags with all of our motorcycle gear, and the mesh bags. One's for trash, the other two are for our shoes for when we climb up the ladder. And then of course this thing, this big opening right here zips up solid, and the front zips up as well. I just have everything open for airflow. Alright, what do you think?
So far so good.